we don't have a military fighting force that is ready to go, do we? Which, when we think about VJ Day and we think about defending freedom, is a rather frightening thing, is it not?
Well, first we must see how the talks and then the negotiations go. We have to see how the ceasefire is secured that allows full-scale negotiations to take place and any negotiated peace. But we, with France, have been leading for the last few months more than 200 military planners from 30 nations to put together what we call the Coalition of the Willing, ready in those circumstances to step in from day one to help reassure the Ukrainians, to rebuild the strength of the Ukrainians, because in the end it's the Ukrainians that will be the best deterrents and the best defence for themselves against any renewed Russian aggression. And we can play a part in those early days of securing the skies and seas as well.
Secretary, are you prepared to put boots on the ground, British boots on the ground? In other words, for British soldiers to risk their lives to defend Ukraine's borders? It's a yes or no, is it not?
A big decision for any Defence Secretary and Prime Minister, but the Prime Minister has made clear that he's ready to consider putting UK boots on the ground in the circumstances of a negotiated peace. If we can play a part, as we're planning to do with many other nations, to reinforce the Ukrainians' ability in the medium term to be able to deter Russia in future for themselves, and to reassure the Ukrainians that just as we have during the battle, we and other nations will stay with them during negotiations.
You know, nobody really wants to, you know, go fight the war with, against Russia. You know, nobody wants to fight for UK to go ahead and, you know, attack Russia. To attack Russia is like attacking United States. They're on the same level. United States is slightly, or maybe to say the same level as Russia, but I think Russia is stronger. That's my opinion anyway. But the thing is, nobody wants to fight for UK. Why? Because the sellouts, they're already complicit in a genocide. They know who the master is, you know, who the allegiance is to the Zionists, you know. And Keir Starmer, he himself is a Jew. He's got a Jewish background, you know, and they want the people in there who have a Jewish background, so, you know, to control them. You know, this country is a sellout. You know, UK is a sellout. You really wanted to die for Keir Starmer to go outside in Russia.